The Keeneland Saturday $100 budget edition of the Notorious OTB on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog is hooking up new customers. Play just $5 and get $100 in bonus funds whenever you sign up with code SGPN. Welcome, everybody, to the Notorious OTB, brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. And, folks, as always,
it's all good, baby. It was all a dream.
We used to read Blood Horse Magazine. I got my Cuban.
Yes, Cuban B.
I'm your host, Chase Sessoms, the Wolf of Oaklawn.
I'd rather be trapped as than lazy. Don't care what they say, I'ma do what pays me.
It happens every year about this time. Weaklings act like they lost their mind. Alphas reclaim the neighborhood. Rob the sheep and all the wolves get good. Yo, if you were...
Yes, welcome to the show. Joining me as always, you might know him as the Michelangelo of the Crying Michael Jordan. He's your favorite capper's favorite capper. Ladies and gentlemen, Barry the Sniper Spears.
Hey, don't rub on that. You block that. You understand? That's alpaca. That's $25,000 alpaca. You block that shit. Right. You don't rubble. Put the club soda on there.
I promise by next week that I will have the
new joint
one. Yeah. The new track going. The old Trading Places.
It's the new style. What's up, man?
Nothing much. I want to get your opinion on something, Barry. Because while scrolling through Amazon the other day, I found a Cuban link grill, upper and lower.
Ooh.
As a white boy, have I gone too far at that point if I'm rocking the Cuban link grill?
Probably not.
Probably not. All right. I'm gonna say that's a thumbs up from the black community.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I'm all for it. We fully endorse that. Grills for everybody.
Yeah. Can't wait to just smile and be like, really spread out, show off the grill. Barry, we didn't do the damn thing yesterday. Oh well, it happens. My horse got.
I swear, man. Like, Horseshoe has some weird things that go on their races, man. It's insane because they scratch a lot off the turf, and then you get those wild races with horses come from Churchill and stuff, and all kinds of chaos happens, and it's actually good, but it's just hard to get a handle on.
Right. It's good when it happens. It's good when you're on the right side of it. It's completely frustrating whenever you're on the wrong side of it. Yeah. Well, guys, it's Thursday. It's the Thursday Big Show, and that can mean only one thing. It means Barry and I put out some brand new flavor in your ear with $100 budget bets. Today, we're going to focus on the boutique fall meet in Lexington, Kentucky with Keeneland Saturday card. And we've dug through this card from the rooter to the tutor for our very best plays. Let's pull up some past performances. We are talking Keeneland, the 11th of October. That's Saturday, year of our Lord 2025. Post time for the card is going to be 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. God's time, and 10 a.m. Pacific time out on the Pacific Coast. And if you're not familiar with these shows, we can use any race, use any wager type, basically whatever makes that cash money and you think is going to turn you a profit on your $100. Barry, what did you think of this card?
It's actually pretty good. Kind of showcases some lower level horses, and the fields are pretty competitive. I had a hard time kind of spending this $100, to be honest with you.
Well, I get it. I had a hard time because I did everything without the morning lines and deciding what I liked, getting over some sticker shock, which we'll talk about. But real quick, before we jump into the plays, remember the NHL is back and so is the Hockey Gambling Podcast. Join Ryan and Joel as they break down the biggest games, storylines, awards, and best bets through the season. Let it slide, they say. All right, Barry, I'm going to kick us off today. And I'm going to start here in race 2, 6 furlongs, $20,000, non-winners of 2, lifetime. claiming five. I'm playing $5 exacta here. 3-8 with 3-8-10. This is one of those positive sticker shock moments. I handicapped and structured my bets without the morning line. So when the morning line odds on these horses I used in my bets came out, I was absolutely pumped because I got an exacta play with some hydrogen bomb potential here to blow up the tote board and step on next early. I'm playing a $5 exacta, 3-8 with 3-8-10. My top pick in this race is going to be the number 3 Geno Smith. Oh, look at that. I already cursed it by striking through it there. Going to be Geno Smith at 20-1. Shout out Gino Bacola, by the way.
My guy.
Geno's, yeah, he came in here and dropped the bomb, but it surprised me being 20-1 on the morning line here. And I was also shocked to see the horse I wheeled in underneath, the number 10 Rancho, was 30-1. And I liked those along with the Brad Cox chalk. So I structured this as a part wheel to get these 3 horses on the ticket and get a slight discount by taking a partial stand and only using 2 on top as opposed to doing like a 3-horse box. The number 3, Geno Smith at 20-1. This price has to be related to the horse coming in off of a very long layoff. Because the outside of connections, I can't find any reason for this horse to be 20-1 on the morning line. Geno Smith is dropping in class, coming in off of the layoff and cutting back in distance. And when you look at this horse, what this horse does with hot paces in front of it, you see a horse that's a winner or at minimum a board hitter. Since the exacta is most likely pretty valuable with Geno Smith anywhere in the exacta, even with the chalk, the number 8 Keeneland for Brad Cox with Irad Ortiz up. I added the 10 Rancho on the ticket here because I thought that this horse was a real wild card. It won the last out race, earning it the right to tougher. In the 3 starts that this horse has had, it's been progressing each time. It won last out in the maiden breaker to kind of earn the right to face tougher, even though that is a strong fade angle for some people. The whole first off of a maiden win. This Ray Hernandez trainee hits at a decent rate with some of these angles. Ray Hernandez is 13% changing surfaces and 15% with horses who were last out winners. I'm not going to let the speed figures or the Belterra shipping discourage me. And I got to think they wouldn't have shipped this horse over from Belterra if it was completely without a chance. So that kicks it off for me. Race 2, $5 exacta, 3-8 with 3-8-10. Barry, did you look at race 2 and have any thoughts?
Sure did. I know you're not going to like this, but I thought that the chalk was going to be hard to beat there. The 5, I thought he laid over that field.
Fair. Well, I still use the chalk.
Gotta run them.
Yeah, they got to run them, and I'm still using the chalk and using the chalk in the top of my exactas so that if that horse wins, if I still get the other 2 bomb prices there, hopefully I have enough of a exacta that will turn a profit on my bet.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You know, with a shot, especially with a, outside of the box going with a 30-1 shot. I mean, you got to zag where everybody's zigging, and that's the way to do it. I mean, you can't cash tickets like that without having horses like that on it.
That's right. It's like a little Russell song I heard recently where he says, "Is a bomb if it never blew?" Right. Got to give yourself a chance to blow up. All right, Barry, you kick it off in race 4. It's a $85,000, 6.5 furlong, maiden special weight, restricted maiden special weight on the dirt. Barry, how are you kicking off your day here?
Yeah, these restricted maiden races are kind of interesting because they're 4 horses that were sold or RNA'd for $65,000 or less. So it ends up making it a more even kind of group sometimes, or most of the time. Sometimes you get some diamonds in the rough that get overlooked and kind of dominate fields like this. But I went with the number 9 horse, Race Ready. So we're going to put a $20 win bet on number 9, Race Ready. I thought this horse really just didn't get a good run last time. Hopped out of the start and ran okay. I mean, Irad sort of did what he needed to do to try to get this horse into it, but it was kind of a foregone conclusion after the horse hopped at the start, spotted the field, broke second to last, and just really didn't get a shot and was favored, $1.92 favorite. So I think second time out, obviously the experience is going to make this horse better off the jump anyway. Irad sees fit to stick here. 8-1 on the morning line. I'd be very surprised if we get 8-1, but I'll take 4 or 5-1 on a horse like this because there's some big outfits in here and horses that may get bet, like the 2 non-conforming and possibly the 4, the McPeak horse sleeping on Freedom. They should probably take some money or most of the money in this race. So the 9 should go a little bit under the radar. So we're going to go with $20 to win on number 9, Race Ready, and race 4. Hoop it.
I love Duncan, guy. What are you talking about?
Barry, my next play, I should say, comes out of race 6. We're talking 6.5 furlongs, $100,000. Now, winners of 3 something. I'm not here to read your fucking conditions. Optional claiming on the dirt. And I'm going to be playing a $10 exacta here. I'm really going to try to boom it. $10 exacta, 8 with the 5-7. This was my chalkiest pick on the cards. When I saw the odds, it no longer looked like a win bet candidate at 9-5 on the morning line. But this was chalk. I landed on organically. So I think that it's probably the most sure winner on the card. So I'm going to try to maximize this opinion by either going horizontal or keying in a vertical wager. I opted for the vertical wager because I had race 7 as a race where I could need to go like 4 deep horizontally. So I opted to pass on debasing this down to like a $5 daily double. And I opted instead for the firm $10 exacta. There should be a pack sitting behind the number 8, Hilarito, who I have as lone controlling speed. And I don't think that anyone can cruise with this horse. And I picked out the horse, I think make it to the inside. And I picked out the horses that I think make it on the inside and also widest in what should be a pretty crowded peloton behind Hilarito. David Jacobson has the chalk here. This horse is on a 3-race win streak with 2 of those coming in the Jacobson barn. This one was lost in the wilderness at Belterra, Mountaineer, until Jacobson picked this one up and moved to Ellis Park and Churchill Downs this summer and fall. Looks like this one has new life and is the lone early speed. So now we just have to hope for the horses underneath. And I'm going to use the number 5, One Magic Filly at 3-1, Brendan Walsh, Flavian Pratt, who I think is going to slot into the rail in the second flight along with another. And the number 7, Easy Red at 9-2, who will get the wider stalking trip in the clear. And both have been hitting for, in the minors lately. So I'm going to choose to use them underneath. So that was my play. $10 exacta, 8 with the 5-7. Now, Barry, by virtue of you sending me the picks earlier, so I can make the graphic, which I can't believe sometimes I act like, oh, I had no idea what Barry picked here. Oh, this is But Barry let me know what he has. He's got a daily double that starts in race 6. But real quick, we are brought to you by mybookie.ag. That's right. We're talking about the good folks at mybookie.ag because MyBookie is your place to bet on football and everything else. Their prop builder is second to none. Their motto is bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. Easy deposits and lightning fast payouts using crypto. Head to mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN for a 100% bet back bonus up to $500 for new customers. That's mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by the heavies at Novig, because Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market. Novig, you're getting the best prices there. Novig is available in 35 plus states. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code SGPN. Get in on the action with the Novig promo code. And if you excuse me, I need to get a brief rehydration interlude in. So, Barry, like I said, I'm not going to let you surprise me. I already know that you don't like my horse in this place. You're playing a daily double in race 6. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I went away from Hilarito, and I'll tell you why. I think this horse is super fast for sure, but this horse, in my opinion, has more to prove here. I know back last year this horse was running Mountaineer, Belterra, and kind of beating up competition over there. Moves into the Jacobson barn at Ellis, wins easily, and then wins easily at Churchill. I don't think this horse is going to get that kind of easy lead here. I think Winning You're In is a very formidable foe and very fast as well. I still think Pistol might actually get involved early, and Extreme Diva, they're going to try. Whether they get in this horse's way or not is a whole nother story. I'm not sure. And even the 1 is going to be trying to line up and get there. They might not get there, but the point is they're going to push the 8 horse, probably faster than that horse wants to go. That being said, I went to 3 other horses that should be closing right there and sitting right off it, including their stablemate, Hilarito's stablemate, the 2 Marmalade Sky. So basically what I'm going to do is play $10 daily doubles, race 6 into race 7. We're going to use the 2 Marmalade Sky, which is the stablemate of Hilarito. I love this angle when horses kind of get a nice little 3 or 4 month layoff, come back running, similar figure than what they did going off the layoff. Usually there's a jump up after that. This horse should get the best trip out of anybody here, I believe. And being Jacobson's other horse really lit up my eyes too, because this horse is probably going to get overlooked and stands a better than 10-1 chance to win. We're also going to use Zadorsky, who probably will be sitting right behind Marmalade Sky, ready to pounce. Turf to dirt angle here. Runs obviously better on the dirt. Runs better figures than pretty much everybody in this race, to be honest with you. I think this is the right spot. Whit Beckman's training very well right now. All cylinders, gets Kendrick. And we're going to use Easy Red as well. Kind of the same mantra as the 2. Came off the bench running from a layoff from June to September. Should have another step up. Gets a good trip here. So we're going to use the 2, 3, and 2, 6, and 7. Sorry. No, I'm sorry. 2, 3, and 7 to get out of race 1 in our $10 double.
There you go. You roll it into race 7, which is, let's see, 9.5 furlongs, I believe, $120,000. Non-winners, a 1-something allowance. This one on the turf. I have a play here, but I want to hear how you're closing out your daily double first.
Yeah, so this distance in race 7, it's a 1 mile and 3/16, allowance 120,000, non-winners of 1 other than. Usually horses with an affinity for a long distance tend to win races like this despite their class. If they're basically capable of winning a race at this distance, they usually can go up the class ladder, typically, because most horses in the US don't like to go this far, and there's not many of them that can. That's why I'm going to a horse that just recently broke his maiden. I'm going with a $20 win bet on top of closing out my double on number 6, Chapman's Peak. This horse was at Kentucky Downs last time, one going away at 1 mile and 5/16. And looking through this field, there's nobody that's just outrageously tough. You have a horse in Wish Carefully who should probably be on the engine. Faint-hearted, probably doesn't want to go this long. Valentinian is another one that loses ground going far. And there's really not much. I mean, Johnny's Rendezvous just broke the maiden too. Probably, it's hard to tell if a horse like that can win a race like this. There's other speed in there. I don't think they're going to be blazing up front, but just the fact that they're going to be in a tussle up front or around another horse might even make the difference, and it could just peter them out. But Chapman's Peak should get a really decent trip if he runs just like he did on September 7th at Kentucky Downs. That it's just a tough race all the way around. But I think we're going to just take a shot here, single a 5-1 shot in Chapman's Peak, and move on with our cash in our pocket afterwards.
There we go. And you've got a win bet that you're playing in race 7 as well. I've got one too. So let me go ahead and lead it up.
Chapman's Peak.
Okay. So it's Chapman's
Yeah.
Peak, is it?
Same horse. Yeah.
So, okay. Well, I've got a play here.
I've got Dolphin also.
That's true. Brad Cox and the Go Dolphin, which is always
Deadly.
dangerous. Yeah. I'm playing a $20 win in this race, and I'm actually going to do it on the number 7 Warlander at 6-1. This is typically where I might try to play more of an early pace horse, but I think it's a Steve Asmussen horse at great odds that gets the job done. Here, coming from mid-pack more than likely. The number 7 Warlander, 6-1. Timeform has this as a fast pace early, and I tend to agree. I think it's going to shape up well for some horses that have tactical speed, such as Warlander. And if I'm correct, I believe conventional wisdom says to fade horses coming from Kentucky Downs next out. So I'm kind of taking my life in my own hands here, and I'm instead opting to go against conventional wisdom and still use Warlander. The pattern of the placements from Asmussen has him making this move previously without success. Last time was also in a grade 2 at Keeneland following the Kentucky Downs race. And all 3 of the winners from the graded stakes race went on to win their following races. So I'm not going to let that be a knock. After going on the shelf at the end of the 2024 season, Warlander has really been progressing nicely as a 3-year-old. And the last out race showed the tactical speed I want to see here in the spot. Asmussen has been putting slow 5 furlong works through this horse, which isn't exactly the ass man power move of a bullet followed by a leg stretcher. So I'm intrigued. I'll leave it at that. This one is really rounded into form after the layoff. I think this start is the one where he really breaks through. The morning line was pretty lukewarm with no horses shorter than 4-1. So I think I'm in a good spot to go ahead and swing. And I am not only swinging, I'm going to go ahead and flail at the number 7 Warlander at 6-1. Barry, you've already given us your win bet. It's going to be the 6 Chapman's Peak, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, Barry, we move on into race 8. You've got a pick 3 that starts here. I've got plays all through races 8, 9, and 10. So I'm going to go ahead. I'll give you my play, and then you'll let me know who you have in your pick 3 if that works for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I don't know why I asked like if it works for you, because that's 100% what we're doing. It's just a courtesy, just common courtesy, I say. All right,
Thank
race.
you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course, man. Anytime. Race 8, 6 furlongs, $125,000. Now where's a 2 something? Optional claiming on the dirt. I'm going to keep this play an analysis of my handicapping short. I'm taking a flyer here on a lone run style. I'm playing a $5 win show with the number 4 Vecomancer at 30-1. This one in for Johnny Ortiz, and it's the lone runner of its run style. This is your only real off-pace horse in a race loaded with early speed. And I could see a world, a realm, a universe where Vecomancer could at least get up for 3rd by passing tired horses late. The buyer figures aren't there for this Ortiz trainee, but if you look at the sizable 6-point increase in the last race, it looks like this horse might be rounding into something decent here. And I'm going to just go ahead and take a low stakes flyer at a horse that will definitely be at gargantuan odds. So we're going to try to aim small, win big here with the 4 Vecomancer at 30-1. Barry, I know you probably absolutely hate this horse, but absolutely. I had to pull the trigger.
Absolutely. Nah, I don't want any part of Vecomancer. It's too slow.
That's fair. Well, you start off your pick 3 here. What are you doing in the first leg?
I'm using 3 horses in the first leg. I'm using the 3 Mega Mill. I think this horse has some real good potential. Came back running after a layoff from December 27th to August 4th. Ran a really improved number. The dogwood this horse was in last time didn't get a great trip. Was slow, was out wide, and kind of faded late. The drop down back into this class makes a whole lot of sense. Should have a nice target to run at, in a few targets to run it, including the 2 inside horses. And I think Mega Mill's going to sit a excellent trip for this one. Actually, honestly, I think that horse might be my top choice. We're also going to use the 6 Rosado. Sort of the same deal. This horse came back off the layoff from November 30th to August 9th, much improved. And I think getting back to the dirt might be the best thing. You can tell this horse improved over those 2 starts this year on the turf, and this is not the horse's preferred surface. I think this is a definite dirt horse getting back to what they should be doing, sprinting on the dirt. 12-1, decent price. We're going to use that one. And we're also going to use Moon Mystique, who, again, another horse that ran June 17th, laid off till August 24th. Much improved race, 2 for 2, won once in the slop at Indy, and then once at Ellis, a decent race there. Was kind of dismissed on the board both times. I think that trend might continue. I'm not sure how this horse is actually going to get bet. I don't think we're going to get 15-1, but I don't think we would get too far down into single digits. I think about between 8 and 10-1 is probably the sweet spot there. So we're going to use the 3, 6, and 7 to get out of the first leg of the pick 3.
There we go. That's the start of Barry's pick 3. That is my pie in the sky $5 win show. Yeah, I used a show bet. Yeah, have I shamed people for using show bets on the show before? You bet your sweet ass I have, but it's a win show. It's a little bit different. Yeah, I think it was Kaylee. I think Kaylee, it wasn't like on the show, but like beforehand, I was like, I'm not going to make fun of you, but you got a show bet.
Make fun of you. Right.
Yeah, I'm going to make fun of you a little bit. Which I think the horse actually did end up showing. So peer pressure, not always great, apparently. Not in horse racing.
Womp womp.
Womp to the wah, he says. All right, real quick, got to get a word in from our good friends at Underdog, because Underdog is also a great place to play fantasy pick'em, where you can win up to 500 times your entry. Simply pick higher or lower on your favorite player stats. It's available for a ton of sports. Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get a $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with code SGPN. We're also brought to you by the good nerds at Rhythm. Rhythm is crushing it in college football and NFL with picks and props. They went 8-2 on passing props overs in week 5 and 5-0 on Dylan Gabriel debut props. Rhythm is also giving away weekly cash prizes just for tracking your best bets in the app. Track 5 bets of the same type for any model, and you can win up to $1,000. Use promo code SGPN when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download the Rhythm. Use promo code SGPN25. If you excuse me, I need to get yet another rehydration interlude in.
Ladies, my Mercedes.
We're back, and what are Barry and I doing? We're giving out free picks.
I make nothing. Zero. Zilch. By the time I pay all my scientists, all my people in my research department, lab coats, it's a wash. Well, why you do it then, baby Billy? Well, because I'm selfless.
All right, here we go. Race 9. We're talking 9 furlongs, $800,000. The QE2 stakes. I'm going to be playing a win bet as well as a daily double. Race 9. I'm going to play $20 win on the number 5.
Oh, look at that.
There's my security blanket. He's back.
Right.
Race. Go ahead.
What's up? Ready for race 9?
Glad to have you. I get flustered when you're not here with me. I don't know how to exist without you, Barry.
Same.
All right. I'm playing a $20 win on the number 5. Opulent Restraint at 4-1. And I am also going to use this horse as a single in an ice cold daily double.
Yes, I'm saying I want to mingle.
You want to mingle?
Yeah.
Now, one person who shall remain nameless.
Matthew, be careful, it's slippery right there, sir. Jesus Christ! Come back, Matthew! Oh, God. Matthew, God. Rebecca.
I'm not gonna say his name, but one of the real bad guys and bullies in the sport of horse racing likes to make fun of me for thinking that every sprint race is going to break down. But Barry will attest to this. Or you already know if you listen to this show or watch this show, the real shameful shit. I'm talking the real shameful shit is that I think every turf route gets wired, and I'm not changing that today. I'm playing the $20 win on the number 5 Opulent Restraint because I think that Opulent Restraint has a huge pace advantage in this race. There's no one outside of Opulent Restraint that remotely wants any part of the front end of this race shape, and there's not another Chad Brown entered in this race, so I feel uncharacteristically positive about having his top horse on the ticket. The favorite, the number 2, I'm going to say Laura Lynn at 5-2 for Graham Motion, as well as the number 9 Fiona for Brad Cox. They feel up against it, and if they let Opulent Restraint have his own way here on the front end, I don't think anyone catches him. Now, there's definitely some apprehension and concern that maybe one of these Cox horses goes rabbit for him, but I'm not sure any of them are fast enough early to subdue Opulent Restraint. So I like Opulent Restraint so much, so I'm going to make it the single. I'm going to play it in the ice cold double for $10 into the finale. Barry, what did you do for race 9 in your pick 3?
So we're gonna take 2 horses here. Now this race doesn't have much speed in it, like you alluded to. But Lush Lips is the speed of this race. Make no mistake about it. If you look at March 8th, the Florida Oaks, they ran against each other. Opulent Restraint and Lush Lips under similar conditions. First off the layoff for Opulent Restraint, Lush Lips was actually, it was his 3rd start in the form cycle, but got the lead fairly easily there, and I don't think that's going to change, especially with the post position. Lush Lips is going to the lead and probably will get it. Then I'm going to take the 2 Laura Lynn as well. This horse is very, very good. Has beaten Opulent Restraint, who I think is the 3rd best horse in this race. Well, actually the 4th best horse, because I think Fiona has a real good kick, but it just doesn't set up for that horse at all. But in this race, I guess Opulent Restraint is the 3rd best horse based on running style and things like that. But Laura Lynn handled this horse twice pretty easily, and I think Laura Lynn is going to get an excellent trip, just kind of coasting behind Lush Lips, taking over at the top of the stretch. And I honestly believe these horses will probably run 1-2 unless Fiona or Opulent Restraint kind of get in the picture late. But we're going to take those 2 horses in this $5 pick 3 to move on.
There we go. And you're going to move on by rolling it into race 10, where you finish off. I've got a daily double I'm going to finish off here. $50,000, 6.5 furlongs, a allowance on the dirt. I'm closing out my ice cold double here. I tend to think that Keeneland is a little bit of a speed favoring track. Yeah. And I have again what I think is low and early speed in the form of a David Jacobson. I'm going to take it as a single to round out this ice cold double. I'm using the number 9 Count the Brave at 4-1. Count the Brave popped big time in a last out $80,000 optional claimer at Churchill. And the barn change really looks like it sharpened this one up because the gelding has been on the uptick since departing the Austin Gustafson barn. And the fact that this has the pet horse angle with it being owned by David Jacobson, I think bodes well for Count the Brave's chances here. Anything close to the last out 86 figure is going to be enough to win this race. I just have to hope that someone in this race doesn't do something out of character to grind this horse down with a speed duel. Hopefully, Count the Brave can get out there and control this thing and take him from, I like saying, from gate pop to clock stop, which pretty clever, right? Barry's lost audio. It's okay. He's nodding his head, showing that it's clever. Barry's microphone is not cooperating. What kind of day is this? So Barry wraps up his pick 3 here. That was the end of my daily double.
All right. So this is a really weird race, honestly. The race 10, which is a start allowance for 50,000, which it's kind of weird because all these horses really started for less than that at some point. Usually in these races, I zero in on horses that have won or come close to winning an open company. And I wanted to get away from Count the Brave because I think that horse is going to get a lot of action in this race and be bet down to probably, I'd say about 9-5-ish. So I took the 3 Dive Bomber, and I think this horse is just better. You see, it took this horse a little bit to break the maiden, but you'll see in those races down back at Saratoga, lost to Valentine Candy, General Partner, and Gun Party. And there were some nice horses in those races, so I can see why this horse lost. Then they went on to Churchill and went on the turf, lost to a horse investor, didn't run poorly. Then finally breaks the maiden over at Indiana. Then they lay this horse off until June of this year and comes back running in a 7.5 furlong race against Imperial Gun. Then goes a mile, which I'm not really sure this horse really wants to go that far. They go back into a 50,000 non-winners of 2, which qualifies this horse for this race, blows them out. And I think this horse is just a little bit better. I know they got claimed last time by an outfit that's really, really cold, but I don't think that's going to matter. I think this horse is just in good form, and all they have to do is just put this horse on the track. Speed figure wise fits very well, is consistent enough, and I think we'll get a good trip. So we're going to go with the bailout selection and the single to close out my pick 3, number 3, Dive Bomber to the hoop.
Yeah, both of us closing it with a single.
Now, the women love you when you get out there. Why do you think that is?
What'd you say?
The women love you when you get out there.
Why is that, ladies?
Well, I'm asking you.
Huh?
I kind of feel like that James Brown clip today, considering everything that we've had to go through to do this fucking show on StreamYard.
I feel like Adrian Broner drunk on Cam show.
Well,
specific, wasn't it? That was specific.
That was very, very specific. All right, Barry's already given you this, but I'm going to make him do it again because it's time for the portion of the show where we have held back our tastiest morsels for bailout bets to get you out of the track on the day with a little bit of profit in your pocket.
I'm leaving here with something. You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
I'm leaving with something.
And of course, my bailout bet is going to be the 9, Count the Brave, David Jacobson. Looking at the speed here, I think this is the speed of speed. These are the kind of horses that I like to single. Same with Opulent or Straight in the race before. So bailout, hopefully we don't get bet down too far. Going to be 4-1, Count the Brave. Barry, remind the folks who you are and what your bailout is.
Number 3, Dive Bomber to the hoop. And we're collecting a pick 3 and a bailout bet.
Scratch! Hit me with the horns, man! Y'all
hit me with the horns, man.
That wasn't even. I hope we don't get dinged for copyright because that was the wrong.
That's too short.
That was the wrong button for me there. Anywho, it doesn't matter. Barry, how do you feel about wrapping up picks?
I think we have to, right? I think so.
Pretty much. For some reason.
Oh, it's not mandatory. I was excited.
It is mandatory, but I'm having yet another StreamYard hiccup. Jesus fucking Christ! I can't pull up our graphics here, so you'll just have to listen to us. We'll probably post this the graphics on Twitter later. So if you're not following me at of Oakland or following the show at Notorious _OTB, remember follow Barry because he'll probably put it out. But Barry, go ahead. We're graphics free here. What are you doing for your bets?
So race 4, we have a $20 win on number 9, Race Ready. Race 6, we're going a $10 daily double. Number 2, Marmalade Sky. Number 3, Zadorsky. And number 7, Easy Red with number 6 Chapman's Peak in race 7. Race 7, $20 win bet on number 6 Chapman's Peak. Race 8, $5 pick 3. Number 3 Mega Mill, number 6 Rosado, and number 7 Moon Mystique in leg 1, which is race 8. Race 9, we're going to go with the number 1 Lush Lips, number 2 Laura Lynn, and in race 10, we're going with number 3 Dive Bomber, who is also the bailout selection.
There we go. I start off in race 2. I've got a $5 exacta here, 3-8 with 3-8-10. I move into race 6. I'm playing a stronger $10 exacta, 8 with Hilarito on top, with 5 and 7 underneath. That's an 8 with 5, 7, $10 exacta. Race 7, I'm pulling a $20 win on the number 7 Warlander at 6-1. Race 8, I'm going to be playing a $5 win show on the horse that Barry hates, Necromancer at 30-1.
Hey, he might get third. I mean, third is you know, if the chalk runs out and he runs third, that could be like $100 right there.
Yeah, at that $5 base, absolutely.
Yeah.
Race 9, the QE2. I am going full simp for early speed here with a $20 win on the number 5 Opulent Restraint. I'm going to use it as a single and a $10 daily double, number 5, that rolls into our finale with the number 9 Count the Brave. So that's a $10 5 with 9 daily double, and of course the bailout bet is going to be the 9 for David Jacobson. Barry, we are mercifully at the end of this episode. Not much.
Yeah, it was
more
a struggle.
Not much more could have gone wrong. That's for sure. All right, guys, that's it for us today. We'll be back tomorrow with more Notorious OTB. We're going to be talking about Keeneland once again, our best bets for Friday that we don't just like, we put them on our mamas. That's going to do it for us here. We will see you tomorrow bright and early, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. God's time. We love you. I'm not even going to pick a clip to write out on. Maybe I will.
You know what? I'm the biggest star here, man. That's the way it is.